What up? What up? It's your boy G Dub. I'm back. I ain't been on this here in a while, but something's been bothering me since tonight, the last playoff game tonight versus the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets. I don't understand not one bit why everybody is so surprised that Golden State is back in the finals. They have four All Stars. They played against a Houston Rocket team which only had James Harden, no Chris Paul. Can anybody please explain how do you beat four All Stars? That absolutely makes no sense to me. Like zero sense to me. Everybody, I'm not. I don't want to say everybody, but I was against the odds. I wanted Houston to win. I'm tired of this Golden State Cleveland series for the last 3 years. I'm trying to think maybe 4 years. I'm tired of seeing the same thing. I think Houston probably would have won if they didn't have KD. I don't respect KD. I think his game is very, very nice, but I don't respect the fact that he signed with them. The team that beat him 2 years prior to that. They say you can't beat him, join him. I don't want to hear no excuses of why he did. Why he did. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. You can come with all the excuses you want to. You didn't get along with Westbrook. You didn't get along with the coaches. You didn't get along with the owner. You don't sign to a team that beat you the year previous to that. You don't do that. I'm not saying it's against the law, but you don't do it. I wouldn't do it. My pride wouldn't let me do it. As a man, I couldn't do it. Period. I just can't do it. But anyways, on another note, they expect LeBron James to do that this series. Well, I should say the next series. They expect LeBron James and Kevin Love, one All Star, one previous All Star, to go out and beat four All Stars this year. How much sense does that make? Who would put money on that game? Who would bet against the odds? I'm not saying LeBron can't probably try to do it or even take a chance. Not even a chance. Just I'm pretty sure he's gonna give it all he got, but is all he got gonna be enough? He can't play like he did in Game 7 versus the Boston Celtics, 48 minutes for 4 games straight. So all this hype about Golden State and everybody rooting for them, that's not gonna happen. I wouldn't I wouldn't bet on it. Not one bit. I'm just so ticked off that the way it happened is crazy to me. It didn't really dawn on me till today that everybody is rooting for Golden State. Everybody already predicted them to win the finals again. What kind of dumb sense does that make for you not to predict for them to win the finals when they have four All Stars? How much sense does that make? That's why I wish or I hope somebody put a superstar team in the West. Hope after this year LeBron go to Houston and take Boogie Cousins over there just to try to match up with them, because the matchups would be ridiculous if somebody else came with a superstar team on the West. What would Steve Kerr do? What would the owners do? What would the GM do for Golden State. Let's put this in predicament. Let's look at the picture. It's let's say four potential all stars, superstars, sign a 1 year deal and just to join one team on the West, whether it be the Lakers, the Clippers, Houston. Would that be any different than what Durant did? Would it be any different? Oh, it's about maybe 3 or 4 teams that I could name that has the salary cap to in the Western Conference that could afford to sign a couple all stars or superstars for 1 year that really don't need the money. I should say as a superstar, like LeBron, he don't need the money. He didn't want the chip one time. He got his ring. I know Boogie Cousins. Um, he ain't won nothing but to join a superstar team just to go out and show them that they really put a superstar team together. And Durant and Maine really is not as good as they seem to be, but they put a team together to outplay LeBron. But on another, let me backtrack a little bit. Let me take a step back. Mark Jackson, shout out to Mark, 'cause, I think he was a great coach when he was there. Had that same exact team Steve Kerr did. 1 year they didn't do, I guess, as the GM and owner expected him to do, and he was let go, fired. Bring Steve Kerr in, they win the chip. I'm kind of confused on what did Steve Kerr do that Mark Jackson didn't do. I understand, a lot of people are like, well, he did this, he won it, he didn't. They didn't give Mark Jackson a chance. How do you coach a team? I want to say 1 year, and then you let him go. That's weird. Steve Kerr coached a team that was 79-5, best record in NBA history. Didn't win, got beat, but he's still coaching for the same team. Didn't win the chip, had the best record in the NBA, was beating everybody and all that other stuff, but didn't win the championship, went to the finals, but lost it, and he's still there. And it's just a big accomplishment for him to have gotten there at a certain team. But you got people that got to understand that Golden State is a really loaded team. Really loaded. I mean, loaded as hell. Let's switch places with Tyronn Lue and Steve Kerr. Do you think Steve Kerr will still have the same success that he has right now in the same predicament Tyronn Lue is in, coaching Cleveland Cavaliers? I don't think so. I don't even think Steve Kerr could have coached, and this is being real, the New York Knicks. Not taking anything away from him. Steve Kerr's a good coach, but with the talent he has, I don't see Steve Kerr really coaching like that. He sits there with a dumb look on his face every time something don't go his way or something ain't going right. He don't really coach. He just sits there because he knows the talent that he has, and all he has to do is manage the minutes and who has how many fouls and stuff like that. He don't go in there and coach up like he's supposed to. That's my opinion. Most people probably have different opinions. Most people probably have different sayings on what they think of Steve Kerr. I don't think Steve Kerr is a great coach like everybody else putting him out to be. I think Steve Kerr's an okay coach, but with the talent he has, it makes him seem like he's a great coach. Let's switch positions and put him on different teams. Let's see if he is really a great coach. Let's see if he is a Brad Stevenson. Because if you look at what Brad Stevenson did with the talent he has after Gordon went down and Kyrie, he still got them almost close to a game, got them close to a game 7 with Cleveland, and with the young talent he had, he just couldn't pull it off. But let's put Steve Kerr in that position without the talent that he has. Steve Kerr has unbelievable talent. Like, he has superstar. He has two, maybe three superstars on his team. And that's the thing that gets me, because I love the NBA. I've been watching this for the longest, and I didn't seen teams go through so much stuff through the years that it's crazy to me how they praise a coach that has superstars. That's like saying let's anybody can go out there and coach Golden State. I think Charles Barkley can go out there and coach Golden State. I think Shaq can go out there and coach Golden State. I think Kenny the Jet can go out there and coach Golden State. Chauncey, anybody that's on that panel up there on ESPN and TNT, I think they can all go out there and coach Golden State because of the athlete and the talent that they have is crazy. So it doesn't take that much to coach them. You just put the right players out there, and there you go. But they praise Steve Kerr on having a talented team. Like it really gets under my skin the way it is. It really bothers me. Like, I don't know. I never been in a coaching position, but I think personally I can do it. You just gotta know, your personnel, and I'm pretty sure Steve Kerr know who and who not to play. I was just so upset with the way the situation turned out between Golden State and Houston. I know it's a game 7. Chris Paul not there. Houston gave it its all. But at the end of the day, everybody knew without Chris Paul, that series was pretty much wrapped, locked, and loaded in game 7. Everybody knew that. There was no doubt in my mind. I know, like the way Houston gave out the first 2 quarters. They gave a great effort in the first 2 quarters, up by 10 and a half. But everybody know Golden State is a third quarter team versus anybody probably, but especially versus Houston. They just outplayed them this whole series. But that was expected when you have 4 All-Stars. Absolutely makes no sense. That's anybody would have bet, thought about it, that they would win without Chris Paul. They gave it their all. James Harden, he put it out there on the line, but I guess it just wasn't enough. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed the way the NBA kind of let stuff slide by now. Like when Chris Paul's supposed to come to the Lakers, everybody, all the coaches and owners and stuff, put a block on that. But now you become a superstar team, but that's nor here or there, so that's all gone and over with and done. But now you could come create this superstar team, even though Durant left out of OKC. I think that was one of the how should I put this? One of the unmanliest moves I ever seen. He could have went anyway. He could have went back home to Washington D.C. Why, why? And I ask myself this over and over again. Why? OKC, the team that just knocked you out the previous year after you unperformed in that game 7. Why'd you go there? There's no excuses for what you did. There is absolutely no excuses. There's no explanation of why you signed with them. There's nothing that you can tell me right now that tells me, oh yeah, I went there because it is. Okay. And you could have went anywhere. You could have went anywhere. Anywhere. And a lot of people try to, oh, he did it because it is because of Westbrook or whoop. Okay. Why Golden State? There's nobody in this world that's going to be able to explain to me why he did that. And even if he came to me and told me himself, I would tell him to his face. That's a bold-faced lie of why you went there. You could come with all the excuses you want in the world. Like any excuse you want to. Just that don't explain anything to me. Because me as a man, and I'm a grown man, I'm not about to go to a team that just knocked me off. I'm going to go to a different team that try to help knock them off. I'm not going to go to a team that knocked me off the year before just to get a chip, get a ring. There's people out there like Charles Barkley that tried his whole career and did everything he can. He ain't go to a team that knocked him off in the playoffs. Like, oh, you know what? I play for Phoenix. Let me go to Houston because they beat me. Let me go help out Kareem and Kenny. No. He stayed there and he fought it out and tried to do what he had to do. Not jump on another team. You beat me this year, so I'm going to go join you. No, not. That's what I say as a man. That's one of the dumbest moves he could have ever done. And there's no explaining to me why he did it. Never explain it to me at all why he did it. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there in the world that probably think there's no explaining to them why you did it. Especially Westbrook. Westbrook felt disrespected. Like, for real? You went there? They just beat us. Why? But I'm just tired of seeing the same series, this Golden State and Cavaliers series for the last 4 years. I just want somebody, anybody. I don't even care about the East. I want anybody or somebody to put a superstar team in the West. Just put together. Paul George is out there next year. LeBron James, Boogie Cousins. Just everybody, one team, 1 year deals, $2 million, $1 million, sacrifice it just to knock them off. Let's see how Steve Kerr react to that. How Durant and the owners of Golden State react to that. They on their high horse right now. But if somebody put a superstar team together like that, let's see how much they start crying to the NBA about, oh yeah, they shouldn't have allowed it. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. They took a deal to get a chip. No. But it was cool when you got Durant. It was cool then. You put 3 All-Stars with another All-Star, make it 4. Now it was all dandy and fine, but let's put together a team of 5, 6 All-Stars, and one come off the bench, and a bunch of role players. Everybody play for a veteran minimum, $1 million, maybe 2. Just in the West, to knock them off. They play them 4 times a year, sweep them, and then sweep them in the playoffs. I guarantee it'd be a lot of animosity then. I bet you it'd be so much hatred and everybody trying to, what I should say, everybody would be trying to, oh yeah, they only did that to do this to Golden State. So what? Man, tell Golden State to go out and get a fifth All-Star superstar. But, you know, I'll end on this note. Congratulations to Golden State and Cleveland Cavaliers. Let the best team win, which we all know predicted, and everybody's going to probably put their money on, but we'll see come Thursday, but y'all have a good evening. I just had to get a little bit off my chest because I was a little bit upset about the way it ended. And I'll check with y'all another day. Enjoy your night.